Hello, everyone. Mark here at Living with the Spirits, and today we are celebrating one of our longtime students, one of our star students, who has been here with us recently and many times in the past, and so we love working with Linda. And I got Simba here with me also today. Hello, Simba.
Hello, Mark
And
and Linda.
yeah, hey. And what we want to do today is just kind of discuss more about Linda's journey and hear from her about what her experience has been working with us, learning about the nervous system on many different levels. And, when people come back over and over to work with us, what we tend to experience is deeper and deeper levels of understanding of the nervous system, how it affects the way that we think, the way that we live, the way that we act. So Linda is a fountain of experience when it comes to the nervous system ins and outs. And so today we'll just ask a few questions. Simba and I will both ask a few questions to Linda, and she will be the star of this session today, telling us all about what she has learned. So why don't we jump right into it, Linda? Uh, and Linda is a TRE provider, by the way, and as so is Simba and I. And Simba is a TRE trainer, and Linda and I both have studied with Simba to become TRE providers. So the first question I want to ask you is, in all of your TRE experience, like how has using TRE personally affected your life?
Oh, yeah, it's affected my life in many, many areas. I would say like it shifted my life in a way that I am so grateful that I started with this and started to learn this. The first experience was at Living with the Spirit with Simba, group sessions. And at first I didn't understand, of course, everything about it and the depth of it. So I was more like, I'm open and I want to try new things. And it felt really good. I felt a lot more grounded for every time I did it. But I didn't understand the depth of it to begin with. But the more I practiced it, and then I did the 1 year of training with Simba, and more I understood, like, wow, this is really helping me in my life in so many areas. Like I think nervous system all the time in every situation, about my level of grounding, and from where I speak in different situations, and I can also help other people around me to ground if I feel like someone is very activated here, or I don't like the situation, it's a lot going on, then I can go in, step in, and use the skills to ground other people around me. So to create a better situation for me and for them, of course. So I can use it so much in my daily life to check in with myself all the time, to see how I feel, how I know where I'm at. If I'm activated, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm in the blue zone. And now I have the skills to regulate my nervous system so I can be more grounded if I need that. And I think that's many situations in life that you get a little bit stressed up, and you need to ground yourself all the time and remind yourself. When you are out in the world, it's a lot of things happening around you all the time, and you get very affected by it. The more grounded I am, the less affected I get in a way, but it's also very useful to know where I'm at, or if I feel a little bit something in my body that I can help myself with, so I can regulate my nervous system all the time, no matter where I'm at. This scale, the polyvagal curve, when we talk about that. So I have this map inside of me all the time, and I check in with myself every day. In the morning, I ground myself, I work with the tools, and doing TRE regularly all the time a couple of times a week. And the more I do it, the more I understand, and the better I can help myself through situations. And I know when I'm activated, and what's happening with me, and I can help myself. And that's I don't know. I don't even have the words to say or express really what that means. It means everything. I can
Yeah,
have my life in another way, and in my business, with friends, with family, with everywhere. So I like myself better, and I feel more safe. I feel more confident to have these tools and to know about the nervous system. And
yeah, yeah. I mean, that you've said so much about TRE that if you're considering learning more about TRE, these are the benefits. And I've watched you, Linda, grow over these past few years, and I can definitely tell that you feel more grounded. I can tell that you have more confidence in yourself, and you're also able to use that ability to help other people. And that is kind of, one of the main benefits of TRE. But we've talked a lot about polyvagal and the red zone, the blue zone, grounding. If you're new to this and you don't know what TRE is, Simba is the best person to give us an elevator pitch of what is TRE exactly.
And that is now.
Faster.
Well, it stands for tension and trauma releasing exercises developed by Dr. David Berselli. And it's really a way to reinitiate, to restart the shaking mechanism that we all have within us. So you've probably seen animals when there's New Year's Eve and fireworks that they shake. You probably felt it yourself at some times. Well, I have an exam, I'm in school, or I'm gonna miss the flight, I'm gonna miss this bus, someone's gonna be upset with me or anything, and you feel your body starts to move. So TRE is a way to restart that mechanism, because we socially condition ourselves that that is weird, that's an expression of disease, I'm gonna look weak to someone else. So we kind of tense that effect down in our body. And what TRE does is allows you to understand what it is, allows you to use it to release stress and tension. And together with the nervous system, like Linda said, we can understand those behaviors that socially doesn't make sense always. Why, why do I keep on meeting the same kind of person? I thought I was done with this kind of relationships. Well, that might be something that's in our nervous system that's attracting this. Or why do I wind up in this situation? Why is this person acting like this to me? We start to understand ourselves and others through the lens of the nervous system, which gives us more compassion. And we understand how much, when we don't allow all of the stress to come out, how much it affects us and how much it creates, own personalities and dynamics. So I would say that's really what we're looking at with TRE. It's a way of getting the shaking mechanism going to let go of stress. And together with the polyvagal theory, we can learn dynamics between all mammals and how we relate to each other based on our stress levels, feeling safe or lack of safety.
Very good. And under a minute.
Impressive.
Yeah. So, so much of this is really about the nervous system. And, TRE is just one modality, one theory, one practice that helps us to regulate the nervous system for ourselves and for others. But Linda, I think for you, your total understanding of the nervous system is quite large. So, maybe you can just describe a little bit, about your journey over these past few years and how your understanding of the nervous system has affected your ability to be grounded and to understand yourself better.
Mm. Yeah, of course, in these years, I've been doing a lot of work together with you guys and with Sarah, and in many different ways and areas of my life, as much as possible that I could could handle, and really digging deep into my belief systems and my traumas, and to understand better where I come from. And all the like private sessions, of course, we've done a lot also during the years. I've been to mentorship with both Simba and Sarah and had a lot of sessions. So of course it's a lot of modalities and a lot of ways to work with myself and my nervous system and the understanding of it. So I've been using a lot of EFT, and that I also work with you, Mark.
Yeah.
So that's also a way that I used a lot to connect with my emotions, and to work with the energy around the events or emotions. That's been helping me a lot to understand myself better and the triggers in my body. And the breath work has been going on regularly as well. That's one of the toughest one for me. That goes really, really deep. That's been really, really helpful too, to unlock a lot of stuff that sometimes is hard to get a hold on or even understand or even see. So I think the work together with you has helped me a lot to go deeper and to understand myself in another way, that it can sometimes be hard to understand all your traumas by yourself. So for me, it has been very, very helpful, and I can do the work a lot faster with all the help I've got. And I think, I don't know what you think, but I've been trying to be as open as possible and to really to be mirrored and to let you see what I don't see. So I want the journey to go faster, and to not to struggle too much or get stuck in different places where you can easily end up sometimes. And so for me, and I think for most people, we need support, and we need someone to see things that you cannot see yourself, behaviors and traumas, and connecting everything together. So yeah, it's been a really interesting journey, and that I actually most of the time enjoy and like, even though it's tears and hard work. But also all the hard work is also helping me, of course, to understand myself and the nervous system better all the time. So for every day, every session, every private session or group session, whatever I do, I feel that there's always a lesson, and I can always learn from the situation and the emotions I have inside of me. And now when I've been here a few weeks, of course, we go very deep. And with a detox and fasting and everything helps to get a little bit deeper inside of you, and let things out more easy, and with a professional guiding. So that's helped me a lot to be able to regulate my nervous system all the time, every day, when emotions come up and things that I don't like come up, situations that is uncomfortable, and to all the time work with it, to see where I'm at, what's happening with me, how do I feel in my body, can I relax more, how can I help myself in this situation, so I come back to safety. So that's also a thing for me that felt not so much safety in my life. So there is something that I really practice on together with you as well, to understand what safety really means, and to put myself in safety, back to safety all the time. So I can use all that, a lot of modalities to get there, but also just being myself, no tools, nothing, just to be with myself and help myself in the moment with breathing. We just look around, ground myself, and just hold myself if I need that, or very, very simple grounding tools that I can use all the time in a lot of situations. So it's easy for me, even if I'm surrounded by people or whatever, I have my tricks I can use to how can I be more safe in this situation, and then I can help myself to feel more safety at all times as much as possible. So that is so helpful. And I think everything together has, of course, helped me, all the modalities and all the talking and about belief systems and what you have inside of you, traumas and blockages and stagnation in the body. I've been working a lot with stagnation in form of blue zone and freeze. I've learned a lot. I've been very familiar with blue zone. So that's one of my areas now that I spend a lot of time to learn more and more and more. And so that's something that I'm going to work with a lot and help other people. I'm already helping other people to find a way out from the blue zone. How you can actually do, what happens to you when you are in the blue zone, what kind of emotions and belief systems and everything that just make you stuck in that. So that's a passion I have now, to help other people to find the way out and to safety and to ground and to be free.
Yeah, beautiful. And Linda is an international practitioner, and so she also helps other people. And what we find is that, you know, whatever we have worked on ourselves, like for example, Linda working through the blue zone, that becomes almost like a specialty that you can use to help other people, because you have that firsthand experience and know exactly all of the pits and the valleys and all of the ways that it can appear in the body. So it's a real superpower that you have now to help other people out of the blue zone.
Mm.
Simba, what questions do you have? I see your mind is just lots of thoughts are occurring.
Well, how did you find us initially? That's always interesting. Like, what was your entry point, would you say? It's been a while now, so I actually don't remember the full story
You
here.
don't remember? It was, I met Sarah about 10 years ago on Koh Lanta, where I lived for 16 years. So I met her because I were a friend with Eric, Sarah's brother.
Mm.
So we met at Koh Lanta, and then we had contact for years, every now and then. And Sarah has always been a person to me that a person that could see right through me. And I really love that. I had a lot of strange thing going on in my life and with myself. So I was always like, oh, I just wish someone can like see through me and I don't have to do all this living with this kind of not being myself in a way. I felt that I was not myself. And with Sarah, I couldn't, what can you say? I just felt like an open book. And everything she said just went straight into my heart and to my being. And I just know that everything, it was just right. Even if it was uncomfortable. She was very sharp even back at 10 years ago. I promise you. So she was like, "Arr." And then I met Eric as well, and he was the same. And I was like, oh my God, it's a bit overwhelming to start with, but it was something that I really, really loved about it, to be seen, to be really seen in an uncomfortable way. And I like that. So then after that, I went through a lot of stress and burnout, and I still had contact with Sarah, and she told me sometime like, oh, I got married, and she talked about Simba, and like, oh, Linda, you're gonna love Simba. He's so great, and he's so good at what he's doing. And I was like, yeah, of course, I want to meet him. But I was so stuck in my life and with my work. I was working and working and working, and I didn't feel good about that, but it was hard for me to even go for a small vacation or go up and see where Sarah was at. I was like, okay, I take it later, I take it later. But then eventually I just felt in my heart that I need to go to Chiang Mai and to visit you, both of you. And I didn't know why, because I didn't even know what you were doing, to be honest. Sarah told me a lot of times, I guess, but I didn't remember. I wasn't there. But I just knew in my heart of hearts that I have to go. And I did. And I was just planning to stay for 2-3 days. And Sarah put me on fasting immediately. And then I was stuck because, no, not stuck. I just felt like, oh shit, this is something special, and they can really see through all of me. And I was so tired. And after a few days with you guys and with fasting and everything, I just knew that this is something that is wow. And I said to Sarah, like after a few days, when I felt my eyes were brighter, I was having more energy, I felt so much better in a few days. I was like, okay, this is good stuff that you are doing here. So I said, we have to work together. We need to do something. So then we started. And then I stressed a bit more and did a lot of stupid stuff, and I had some accidents, and then like Sarah said, you have to come here to heal. And it took me a few weeks, and then I was like, okay, I surrender, I come. And that was the best thing I've done for myself in my whole life.
Mm,
And then I stayed for a long period of time. You remember? A
I
few
do
months.
remember.
I needed some time. So that was yeah, the best thing I could have give to myself ever.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
that the journey is not over yet, right, Linda? Do you think
No,
we'll still be hanging out together, doing some fun things together in the future?
absolutely. I'm coming back in a few weeks doing more TRE. And that's something I want to say too, like this journey and like you said in the beginning, Mark, it's like you come to different new layers, and you go deeper and deeper understanding all the time. So after this week's here, we've done a lot of TRE and interventions and new things that I hadn't practiced before. So now I have a deeper understanding again, and I feel very excited about TRE more than ever, because it's such a great tool to use in so many ways. And Simba teach us how you can integrate other modalities into TRE, so we can actually go deeper and work even better and deeper with our nervous system. So it's this. I love this journey, and it's not stopping here.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You're leaving and then coming back, oh, in such a short time. And
Yeah.
this TRE mastery retreats that Simba has put together. Maybe it's time for one more elevator pitch, Simba. Tell us about the TRE mastery retreats.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, basically, when I became a provider a couple of years ago, there wasn't a lot of other things going on after. Like you go through this training, you meet these wonderful people, you're in this tight-knitted group, and then now what? I'm just gonna do theory on my own and teach it to others. And then my trainer said, "Yeah, you can be a trainer if you want." Okay. And then I became a trainer. But then I still felt there was just like two levels. So I wanted to do something for people to learn how to work deeper with theory. I would say theory is like a spaceship. You can go to the stars with it. It's so powerful, but it's being used as a kick bike, one foot on the on the board, and then you just kick your way down the road. So it's used for like stress relief, tension release, but you can go so deep with it. And that's really what I wanted to teach with this 5-day retreat, is to use theory as a base, the nervous system as a base, but then start to utilize other modalities that I picked up along the way, traditional Chinese medicine. How is tension stored in our stomach, and how is that related to our emotions? What happens when we start to release them as you tremor? How do you start to kind of access those deeper layers of emotion? How's your breath connected to holding emotions, like Linda was saying, like, I don't know why all of this stuff is happening to me. And then I started doing these practices and everything starts to come out. And we also do a lot of work with the nervous system during these days. So basically, it is a way to learn how to integrate theory with other tools and learn how versatile it is, that we can do so many things with it. It's not just I lie down and tremor, everything is over. There's so many different roads I can go with this tool. And I think the main benefit that people have said so far is their own experience. It's not just you go and you learn these theoretical tools, you get to have a big experience every day. And from that, you can start to teach theory in a different way, right? So you get to experience yourself and you're able to recreate a container, a environment where other people can have life-changing experiences. And I think that's really what I'm looking for with this retreat.
Yeah, I'm excited. I won't be there at this one, but I've been to them before and learned quite a bit. And both, what's cool about this Theory Mastery Retreat, somebody you didn't mention, is that the people who come are also getting an experience for themselves. They're getting a healing journey as well as picking up all of these new tools, modalities, and learning how to combine them. And I think that was the most surprising thing for me when I participated, is because in my mind I was there to learn new things, but then I ended up tremoring myself and having some experiences that were very powerful for me. So that's something you can look forward to. So if you're a TRE provider and you would like to join Simba's TRE Mastery Retreats, reach out to Simba. If you are new to TRE and this is all sounding very interesting to you, we also host a 2-day introduction to the nervous system where Simba will guide you through the polyvagal theory and teach you how to do TRE. If you like it so much after that, you can join Simba's TRE training program where you can become a TRE provider over the course of about 10 months. And that's what both Linda and I have done already. And if you just want to experience TRE for yourself and learn more about your nervous system, let go of some stress and tension and trauma in your body, I have a package where you can work with me over 6 private sessions where I will look at your nervous system and help guide you specifically using the TRE tools, helping you to ground and better understand your nervous system. Linda, is there anything you want to pitch while we're here?
I also do the 6 sessions, private sessions. Yeah, I've done that with people, and that's very interesting to help other people with, and to introduce them to the nervous system and the polyvagal curve and everything, and have a when you have like 5 or 6 sessions, you know quite a lot, so you can actually to start to use it. Even though I would recommend to learn more, to grow into it more and more. As we talked about, it takes some time to really understand it, and you can really use it in many different ways. But yeah, I do that too. But I work more with like the whole package as well, with life coaching. But I have a special program for people who wants to work with take from freeze to safety.
Yeah.
From freeze to get life energy back into your life. So that's my specialty that I'm gonna work more and more with to make people also to know more and understand what they are going through.
Yeah.
Because
So
a lot of people are in the blue zone without even knowing it. So that's.
Sorry, Linda, with the video cut off just for a second there. But
Yeah,
what I want is if you want to work with Linda, we'll put the description to contact you in the video. You want to work with me, you want to work with Simba, all of the information will be in the description of this video. And we do hope that you reach out to us with any questions that you have. Any final statements, final thoughts, Simba?
I was thinking from freeze to ease.
Yes, that's a good one.
I think the main thing, I mean, with you, Linda, is of course in Swedish, that you can work with you in Swedish and in English, right? But I've had a few people that come that was your clients first and then did a provider training program, and they said they feel very safe with you, right? They feel very safe, very seen, and that space where I kind of had the same when I started. You know, everyone thinks everything should go so fast, and you allow people to take time. And I think that's really your strength. You create this bubble where time doesn't really exist, and you just feel like, wow, I can explore, I can start to see what's going on around me. And I think that's a very good quality to have, and quite a rare quality as a coach, right? So that's what I would say if anyone is looking for a theory session or a way to where can I pause time so I can figure out what's going on with me and have this cool tool that lets go of stress and tension. And when I kind of looking at you, Mark, I'm thinking is really to get that out of your head and into your body, right? Because you're soon to be PhD, all your PDFs and all your books you read and all the stuff you do, right? But you're actually on the journey yourself from that big intellectual capacity to start to connect to the body. And I think you're really good at that, working through the ego, both men and women, but especially with men, and really dropping into the body. So that's what I would add. You know, that's how I see what you guys do from the outside, because I know it's always hard to say on your own.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
All right. Well, thank you for joining our podcast today, our session, and you can contact us all on the links later. So thank you very much for joining, everyone, and we will see you all soon.
Thank you so much.